Hello, my name is Kevin and welcome to the Love Decanters channel. So this is part 2 of my visit to the, how can I put this? Yeah, the Stourbridge Glass Fair. And yeah, it's just me wading through more dealers' stalls. Yeah, lots of treats, lots of real mixture of glass. So anyway, and yeah, I have to apologise again for the background noise. It was just loud, and that's it. So yeah, I was having to sort of like hold the camera really close to me to try and make sure that I was heard over background noise, because it was just a big hall with maybe a couple of hundred people in it all going, "Look at this!" Anyway, let's get on with the film. I'm here at Nigel Benson's stand now, and yeah, it's got some. This is the bit that I don't know. It's the kind of glass I'm not very experienced with. Yeah, art glass. But that one there, that tall vase, that looks like a piece of web. Looks like a Muir pattern with some engraving on it. I think it is. You might want to know what Moir is, and I'll show you here. Let me get this off. So, look at this wavy vertical line here. Yep, that's the pattern. This is Thomas Webb. I think it's in the Decanter Ancient to Modern book. But yeah, it's this wavy pattern. They use it on a lot of things. I've got it on some other decanters as well somewhere. But I thought that would be the easiest thing to show you it on. Still with Nigel Benson here. Look at these Roman cut white friars. I've never seen a little tassel like this before. That's super nice. It's got some of the, I can't remember what the latest number is. It's 900, which is easy to remember. Glasses there. This in the back here. Bit of John Walsh. A bit more. Look at all this. This is a white friar. This one might be. It might be white friars. It might be also be Stuart, because they did ones with square tops like this. Look at these. These are all. Look at all this uranium glass. It's fantastic. I've got one of these. And the poppy head. I did a video on poppy heads. There's one there. I saw an amber. He must have sold it. He had an amber one here. Oh no, he's still got it. Here, look. That's old amber. So that's a white friars colour. Look at this. Yeah. That's not going to be cheap. And that carafe in the back there, that's fantastic as well. This is the kind of stuff you see in the book and don't see anywhere else apart from on a stand like this. Oh, and these are nice. I can't remember the number. These are nice. William Wilson from 1930s. Oh no, well these are 1942, I think, this pattern. So I thought, rather than get the books out or show you some white friars, because I've got a lot of that white friar stuff we were looking at, not all of it, but some bits and pieces. I thought, let's have a look at a couple of bits that I was pointing out that weren't white friars. So one of the ones I was pointing out was the carafe that was like this with the square top. Do you remember this? Yep. And this is mine. And what is different on mine is, where has it gone? Where's the mark? There is a mark that says Stuart, England. Yeah, so mine is definitely Stuart Crystal. Now that doesn't mean all the ones with the square tops are Stuart Crystal, but I've never seen any white friars ones in any of the books with a square top. And this is the only one that I've actually seen. I've not seen any catalogues or anything with this square top, but I actually have a marked one. So, as I've said, catalogues, boxes, and labels and marks and stuff always wins. That's definitely Stuart Crystal. So there's a decent chance that the that carafe was Stuart crystal. The other piece we were looking at was there was a white opalescent fan vase at the back. I said it was John Walsh. This one is John Walsh as well. It's not a white opalescent one. Mine is a uranium yellow one. Yeah, with a pattern on it. But what's interesting about this, and how you see this, and yeah, you can tell it's really fancy, but listen to this. It's so fine, it rings like a piece of metal. Yeah, don't try that. I was just using my ring. Yeah, it is really fine. The thickness is probably, the edge there is probably less than 2 mils. Yeah, it's got broken pontal. Yeah, so I just thought I'd show you those two bits, just so you get a closer look at them, see how they are, what the properties are like of them. Yep, so there you go. Yeah, and this will probably be from the 20s or 30s, and it's probably the end of the line as far as this goes. These are normally dated to around 1900, but they're probably, 20 years each way, maybe more. I asked Nigel about this earlier. This is an orifice decanter. It's right. I really like it. Yeah, I'm not going to rush and buy because I do really like it though. And yeah, he's got a whole bunch of this sort of like Monarch, Bazar, Moncrief style glass. That one's different though. I think these are all Scottish. I think, although some of them might be Nazing or something like that. This is Klein Farquharson from John Walsh. That's very nice. This book is The Glass of John Walsh by Eric Reynolds. And yeah, so this is the Klein Farquharson vase we were looking at. Yeah, he was the designer for John Walsh. There he is, the dude in his +4s. You don't get much more dude than that. Anyway, yeah, that was the vase. I don't know how much it was. It was probably quite a lot of money. Funny story on this one, when I was recently on holiday in France, I was hoping to find something English that I could rob from some of the French glass dealers or antique dealers. And I saw this vase in the distance, and I went charging over and picked the label up and had a look, and it was 280 euros. And he knew exactly what it was because it was fully signed underneath. Yeah, a lot of it, I think, maybe all of it, but yeah, it's very well marked. A lot of it, so yeah, you can't kind of disguise what it is. So yeah, I failed badly that one. Well, I didn't fail. Someone else didn't fail. So I didn't win. So I've actually already bought 2 decanters off this stand here. He had 2 nice Irish ones here and I bought them, but he has some great things here. This is really nice. Look at the way the handle is. So this is a pre-1870s jug, this, but look at that. So this is probably 1850 to 1870s, that kind of period. Look at this though. Don't see that very often. That's nice. So this is late 18th century. There's an early 18th century teardrop bubble. That is nice. What else has he got here? Another early one. Yeah, look at this. This is a massive. There's probably a truckload of uranium in there. I'm probably poisoning myself just getting this close to it. That's nice. Look at these. These are some really lovely late Victorian, Edwardian rock crystal decanters. Don't know who made those, but they are superb. What else do I like? These are nice. Early Victorian goblets, water goblets. What else has he got? This looks very continental. But nice big tumbler. Let me stop and start. Really nice panel cut claret jug here. Probably 1830s. Yeah, I just had a chat with the dealer about these. He thinks they're Richardson's, 1850s. I think I'm quite comfortable. That seems about right. He also told me this is Baccarat. Look at this. This is really nice. So just the base is just moulded, but look at that cutting for a moulded base. That's really nice. Oh, I just spotted something else here, getting really close. Look at that. That's just a little. I have no idea who that's by, but it's really high quality thing. And then small Whitefriars jug here. I think these are from the 1870s or 80s. And then he's got the early bottle. He has got some fantastic things in here. He's got a Nailsea bottle, so that's probably Victorian. Yeah. And then he's got a late 18th century decanter there with, is it bladed rings? I can't get down close. I think it's slightly bladed, but it's a nice tapered shape. So that's quite nice. Still in the same town, this guy's got loads. And yeah, so I'm not sure about some of this stuff, but yeah, that's mid-century, or mid-1800s. That's mid-1800s. I think that's a Bohemian one though. Yeah. This is Stevens and Williams Rainbow. That's pre-war. Then you've got a Whitefriars two-tone bowl. I've got one of these. I think it's in one of my videos. And then you've got these, and I've seen these before, and I'm desperately trying to remember. My brain's saying Webb. It might be Hill Austin. It's in one of my books, so it might be Hill Austin. Yeah. And then what else has he got here that's popping out at me? Look at these. These look like loads. They're fantastic. Look at that quality of that. They're really nice. Then you've got. Bottle. Look at this. Yep. And then, yeah, that one there looks like Baccarat. I don't know. Not definite, but it looks like it's the kind of thing they do. And then, yeah, I don't know who made this, but look at the quality of that. Isn't that fantastic? And look at even the little panels. Look at those. Yeah. Oh, and this is nice as well. Look at the quality of this. Yeah, he does have some really nice glass on this stand, and it's a real mix. So the book I'm looking at is British Glass, 1800 to 1914 by Charles Hajdemach, and this is the decanter, or the pair of blue decanters we were looking at. What are they called? I can't even read that. Nope, can't even read it. Anyway, it was these ones. And yeah, my brain didn't fail me. Hill Austin, 1934. So, isn't that amazing? Something is still working. So anyway, so that's what those were. I knew I'd seen them somewhere. I haven't seen them in real life. I've seen them here. This. So, there you go. This book is called Baccarat by Jean-Louis Curtis, and yeah, I haven't been able to pin that pattern down in here. This is probably one of the closest I can get to it, and this is actually showing it being made. But you get, so basically they use a wax process to put wax on it, and where they've carved away these lines and everything, you can see them doing it here on this picture. They put acid on it, and it eats into the surface of the glass, and it creates an acid pattern like this. The reason I thought it was Baccarat is because they do a lot of this. They have a very prolific pattern called Michelangelo that is also very similar to what we were looking at. And the jug also had a folded rim around the top of the thing, and you see that on a lot of French jugs. Not a lot, but early French jugs have that as a feature. And it's very early French jug-esque, but it's like a modern reproduction of an early French jug, if I can say that. Yeah. Okay. Nice Baxter one. These are from the early 70s. I think they stopped doing them after the early 70s. This is a tangerine and pewter. Thank you. Swag one. These are from the 30s. I think that's a bit later, and I think that is as well. Pop down a bit more. Got a whole range of bark vases down here, and these ham bones. And look at this. This one's got the label on it. Can I focus? There we go. Got a bunch of 9099s. This is something I've not seen. I've seen this in the books. I think I will pull that up because I've not actually seen one in real life. This is the whitefriarsglassworks.com website, and this catalogue is from 1938, and this is the earliest I can find. This little it's actually an ink bottle. So yeah, these are ink bottles. These are all pens and things to do with ink. What does it say at the top? Yeah, pen tray, floral ink. Anyway, it's an ink bottle, and it appears in 1938, and it appears in 1940 catalogue. There's a 49 catalogue. It's not there. There's also a 31 catalogue, and it's not there. I suspect it's probably just been around for something like, 3 or 4 or 5 years prior to the war, and then didn't come back after the war, which is probably why I've never seen one before. But and yeah, lots of colours: flint, gold amber, which is one we were looking at, sea green, emerald, and sapphire. So yeah, if you get one, you got to get them all. Moving away a bit from the stuff that I know. This is nice. I think this might be Whitefriars. I think I'll pull that up again. I think it is. I'm back again with the whitefriarsglassworks.com website, and this time we're on 1956. And this is the earliest example of this I found, and here it is. It's the C520, and yeah, I've never seen one in real life. I've seen pictures of them on various places, but yeah, that's the first time I've seen one. They're quite rare. I didn't look underneath to check the price, but I don't expect it's cheap. I don't think it's very common at all. So I was just told this is an Isle of Wight bottle, a very rare one. It's so 23 inches tall. What's interesting as well that I've not seen before, this little bud vase with the Baccarat label on it. So yeah, and in a way there's things I don't really know here. I'm going to ask about this. That looks like it might be Hadland. I know they do some things with that design, but I can ask. Yeah, I don't know this. This is something that's been on site. These look like Home Guard. This looks like Whitefriars, but I don't think it is. Yeah, some interesting bits. I'm going to stop and ask about something. So, I've had a chat with a dealer, and she's been telling me about some of these bits in here. So this is a Orifice Expo piece, and it's a one-off. But these lovelies here, these are Pukeborg, and I'll see if I can pull them up. I recognise this. I was right. This is Hadland. Yeah, and this is Orifice as well, apparently. So yeah, and these, she told me that they were handmade by specifically for her.
Sorry, it's Lane Row.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, I just
right. By Lane Row. There you go. But they're all modern, handmade. So this is the Hadland 1965 catalogue that I've downloaded from the Mats Lindor website. And if you're wondering how I could point at a piece of art glass like that and go, oh, I think that's Hadland, who are from Norway. Okay, yeah, here it is. This is the one. It's called a Ridder. Yeah, so how can I go, yeah, I think that's Hadland? Something really obscure is because there's a very good reason for that. Yeah, because they did a decanter the same as well. Yeah, you know who I am. So yeah, I recognized it from the decanter. I don't own one of these. I would like to. I'd like to own everything, but yeah, you know how it is. Anyway, so that's what it is. It was a Ridder, and this is from 1965. So there you go. The other thing I particularly like there were the Pukeberg candlesticks. Now, this is what we were looking at. These ones here. You can see they use variations on them without the blue, with like handles with the same little 3 blibbies on. There's some small ones with the same little 3 blibbies on without the blue. I think the ones with the blue on are particularly cool. I really did like those. I quite like some of the Pukeberg ice type sand mold glass. I think it's very of its period, very cool. I clicked through on one and got this. You can see it's got the little Pukeberg label down here, and it's got the designer's name, Stefan Gellerstedt. So yeah, that's what those candlesticks are. And something I didn't spot because it's so rare and I've never seen one, and I don't even know what it would look like, is this piece here. This is a Duncook piece. So he was the guy that was importing Strombergshytten glass in the 1930s, and he did some collaboration with Whitefriars and people like that. Yeah, he's a bit of a hero of mine. Yeah, really. Anyway, I've spent a lot today, so I think that might be staying. They have some really nice early glass here as well, and look at these here, all these cotton twists, late 18th century cotton twists and air twists. Then you've got like a mid 18th century one there. Then you've got some mid 18th century jelly glasses, look, with a domed foot, look at that. And she's got 3 of those hexagonal ones. Got some facet stems, yeah, really nice. Look at this though. It says Decanters for Stromberg, looks like 1960, but I think it looks like a Strombergshytten. I'm unsure of that. Stopper. Yeah, this is nice. I've seen this before. I think this is in my Victorian decorative glass book. I'm actually going to use my own website as a reference for this. So here we go. Manufacturers. Scroll down. Strombergshytten, because I love a bit of Strombergshytten. And Decanters. If I scroll down, here we go. S4912. I'm pretty certain that it's actually in the facsimile. So it's from the 1930s. So it's in the facsimile catalogue. It is only a line drawing in there, but yeah, I'm pretty certain that is what we were just looking at. So, and the green coloured stopper now, if you go back here, some of the stoppers are different colours. We've got black ones, but this one has green lines in it, and this one, little green blobby. So yeah, they did have green and the right shade, and I know that they did stoppers, odd stoppers, a different colour. I've never seen one completely green before, but it doesn't surprise me. So yeah, I'm really happy that it was, hang on, well, I've lost it now, haven't I? That it is this decanter that we were looking at. Really nice. And I didn't buy it. Yeah. It was just too much. Yeah. 135. I was really tempted. And I think they did offer me a bit of discount, but I'd already spent a bit by that point. In fact, I spent quite a lot for me. So yeah, it stayed. Look at this lovely jug here. Probably circa 1800, because uranium wasn't extracted. So that's a uranium jug, and it wasn't extracted as a mineral until I think 1780 or something like that. So it can't be earlier than that. And what else have we got here? A Salviati candlestick, that looks like. I think so. And yeah, they've got a few other bits and pieces here. Look at this. Nice decanter. I think it's very shiny. It's like a mid 18th century facet decanter, but it's too nice, I think. So I think that's probably a copy, but it's super quality. Look at that's made for a bit of nobility. This book is The Decanter, Ancient to Modern by Andy McConnell. This is the style of decanter I was thinking of. What dates is he giving these? 1760 or so, yeah, 1770s. Yep, so that's the period we're talking about for that kind of decanter. Now, how can I tell it's a copy? For starters, you'll notice, look, there's some more over here, by the way. Look at that one, that was some rich with a sort of slightly squatted stopper, but first giveaway is pouring lip. Pouring lip barely either didn't exist or barely existed at that point in time, and that one had a pouring lip that came out to about here, so that is wrong. The stopper was too tall, yeah, and it was just too bright and shiny. The glass of that period was not as clear as that. It usually had some of it was, but that was just too bright. And yeah, so it was obviously a copy, but this is what it was copied. This is the 18th century stuff, and why you have to be careful is that decanter might have been 100 plus years old and will have quite a bit of wear on it. You just have to keep your eye in and think, does this look like it's 260 years old, or does it look like it's only 100? And you only get to do that by just looking at a lot of glass. Doing what I was doing at the fair, in fact, just going round and looking at everything and having a good look. Don't go around picking everything up because people might get pissed with you, but have a good look. Look at these, they're fighting cockerels. I think these might be Stuart. Now, I'm only doing that based on how the cockerels look. They look like some cockerels on some glasses that I have that were enamelled, and yeah, if you look back there, one of the cockerels dies at the end. That's how it was with my set. So I'm back using my own website and going to manufacturers, going to Stuart, going to enamelled, and if I scroll down, yeah, so this is the service that I used to have. I sold this to someone that specifically collected this kind of thing, so if it's someone that's really into something, I will let things go. And yeah, so looking at the service that I have, I don't think my cockerels are the same as those ones. The poses are all the same, but they just look drawn differently. So yeah, even the dead one at the end, but there's no blood dripping out of this one anyway. And you can see that was the pose we were looking at. But the tails are a bit bushier on these ones. Look, I'll show you a different one here. Look at this one here. tails are really bushy. Those tails were like about 4 or 5 feathers. It's like this one here. Look at that. Super bushy. So, yeah. Maybe they weren't Stuart. I don't know who they were though. Yeah. Lots of people were doing this kind of thing. I think I've got a web Corbett one on my website somewhere as well. But yeah, lots of people were doing these kind of cockerels to go with the idea of cocktails. Yeah. Why? Yeah. Such a lame pun. But anyway, there you go. So I'm at Joe's MCM website here. They have some Whitefriars, they have some Dilly Ducks. Oh yeah, Dilly Duck Arctic Blue. M60 Decanter. And they've got some, yeah, two-tone trail vases. That's the rarer ones. The most rare ones are the ones with purple and blue, but these are rarer than the ones which are just one colour. And you've got these threaded vases, I think. They're quite rare as well. They're very nice. I think that might be a what's the word I'm looking for? A Wollaston shape. I'm not definite. I might look that one up. So the answer is it's not Wollaston, it is Whitefriars. So this is the bowl we were looking at, 7170. This is from the, should have said, the Whitefriars Glassworks website, and this is the catalogue from 1938. When I said Wollaston, I'll show you what I mean. Let me go here. If I go into here, see where it says Widart here, Wheelstone range of Whitefriars for Elverson and Co. So, and if you look at this page here, first couple of pages, you can see they did a lot of these ribbed waves in different shapes that was specific to this range of glass. And there's a few more, I think, on the next page. So you can see they did quite a few different ribbed wave ones. Is there another page worth? Or is that the end? Nope, there's more. I think that might be the end now. Yeah, so they did some rib wave in different shapes that weren't the normal ones. I just wasn't quite right with that one. But anyway, the date time was close time, and shows that those ribbed waves were contemporary also with this range of glass that was being sold, basically sold directly to a retailer that was selling them on. I've got a bunch of paperweights here, and they seem to know what they are, which is more than I do. They look to be all Vazart, so yeah. And then there's a few other. There's a French one, Clinchy, and Whitefriars slab. So yeah, if you see a chunk of glass like this, there's lots of chunks of glass like this. They are actually quite collectible, so watch out for those. So back with the whitefriarsglassworks.com website, and this is the 1969 catalogue. I didn't really look at any other catalogues, I just went straight to this one. And yeah, here's some of the slabs, Whitefriars slabs that you see, and there's a few more on the next page which are different shape. There you go. So these slabs, Whitefriars wasn't the only company making these slabs, and they are quite collectible. The Whitefriars ones are pretty collectible, but also some of the Scandinavian ones. And if you see one in a charity shop and it's going for just a few pounds, I would snap it off, because almost no matter who made it, there'll be someone that wants it, because they're not that common. I suspect they were probably not that cheap when they were bought new, and they're such an inconspicuous chunk of glass. I suspect a lot of them just end up in the bin. So yeah, watch out for these, because they are collectible and they do have some value. but the value can be very varied. But
it's got a cedar, jack and pulpit, little bud vase there. That's quite a big chunky one. From the early 70s that design was, at least. And then, yeah, this is a white friars. This is from the 70s. I think I will look this one up because it's quite a rare one. It's got some glass I don't know here. Well, these ones, I don't know these. Yeah, no, these are white friars. And down below, it's got some little nail head vases because it looks like nail heads have been pressed into them. Oh, in fact, actually, it says nail head there with the patent number. So, yeah, there's. And what's this one called? Volcano. I didn't know that was called Volcano. For obvious reasons. We've got some stuff that I don't know over here, but we have a Medina decanter. But also, look at this. We've got some Medina fish vases. Look at them. They are cool, lovely big things. Yeah, they make good money now. And then he's got some smaller ones. Look at these down here, little baby fishes. And then some Raw Briley Studio glass here. You can tell it's Studio. It always had a cut rim. Oh, this is actually looks like, is it signed on the rim there? Something. It looks like it says something on the rim there. Or it might just be scratches. I think it might just be scratches. But yeah. So the question is do I bring my wife here because there's a Costa Boda zoo animal from the 1970s by Bertil Valen. Yeah, she quite likes that stuff. She bought a cockerel and I made a mistake of showing it online and she quite likes it. There's also a very nice Loads iridescent bowl over there. Yeah, that's quite nice. Yeah, and a bunch of different. They must really know their paperweights. I'm lost with those. This website is called mothersweden.com and it's got a page with all of the Costa Zoo animals from 1975, and I think there's another series as well. If we scroll down, this is the elephant we were looking at. It was the smaller one. So my wife didn't see it in the end, but I suspect she would probably have wanted this bigger one. She did go off and buy something similar that wasn't this. And yeah, I will pull that up for you. Oh, well, I will show you what she bought as well as what I bought when I show you what we bought. I think that's what I mean to say there. So yeah, anyway, there's a whole menagerie of creatures, but also other companies were making similar things. So it's worth going to this if you want to sort of like collect this as a series. Go to this website, check it out, learn these shapes and sizes, etc. So there you have it. That's the end of part 2. There will be a part 3. I think I've got about 18 more chunks of film to get through, and I'll probably do a part 4 with the different bits of glass that we bought. So I'll do that as a separate film. So yeah, so all the references I used will be in the description below, and please remember to like and subscribe because it helps the channel, and thank you for watching and have a good evening. Good night.